two. Down to one. It's Deans. Yes!
This ball is crushed.
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm on BS and real, my rhymes convict and heal.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook. I am joined today by Ryan Reed. What up, cuzzo?
What's up, Brody? What's
Hey,
the
long
word?
time no see, dog. How's the weather out there in DC? Is
It's getting cold out here. I mean, it's up and down, but it's been cold the last few days, dog.
Cold. Yeah, I can imagine, bro. Because
I'm a cold type of dude, though. Like, all my clothes is for the fall.
You got
know
all
what I'm saying?
the
For the fall and the winter, like, I don't have too many summer clothes, dog.
Yeah, bro. Out here, I'm in California, so when the temperature drop, I'll be asking.
Yeah, I see you got the little hoodie on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm out here looking like an Eskimo, bro.
You don't know what you dressed for out there today, dog.
Yo, but the main reason I'm doing an episode with Rai, cousin, your team is balling. Like, cause I've been on the, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I've been on the Colts hype train. Cause at the beginning of the year, I said, oh, the Titans gonna win that division. They gonna run it back. Derrick Henry, Tannehill. But then as the year's been going, I was like, Rivers is kind of balling over there with the Colts. Hey, Titans better that.
I'm glad, your opinion changing that, because I was just about to ask you if you watched that game on Sunday.
Yes.
So,
I watched that, and I deaded all that. I'm like, ooh, Derrick Henry is not playing.
If you paid attention to that first game, we played the Colts. I think it was a Thursday night. I don't know. But they won that game off of special teams, though. Like, if you paid attention, they got they got a block punt, missed field goal, blocked field goal. Like, it was just a swing of the game, and they got touchdowns off them turnovers. But, I mean, I'm not trying to take nothing away from them. Special teams is a part of the game, but you saw what happened when you lined up between them lines, in their stadium. It got ugly.
Both ends of that line is crazy. Both ends of that line is crazy because Tannehill's looking all right. He's getting it to his receivers. Brown.
I would say, a little bit more than all right. You know what I'm saying? I see how you trying to say my boy was.
Tannehill got a squad. So I've never been the biggest Tannehill fan, but he's got a squad. He's got a good running game that help him out. He's got a dog out there on the outside, Brown. Dog.
Truth be told, we got two dogs, but I like AJ. I love AJ Brown, but Corey Davis don't get enough credit. Corey Davis
don't get enough credit, but he had a big game. Was it last week? Was it this last game?
Consecutive games. He went over 100 against the Ravens.
Okay.
Went over. I think he was close to 100 last week against the Colts. But dog, Corey Davis.
And he's been there for like 3 years. He was there. He was a high draft pick a couple years.
Yeah, he on a contract year.
This is
it's his contract year.
He trying to
and we turned his option down. He's had a 5-year option. We turned that joint down. So
that's what I was thinking. I was like, are they trying to weed him out of the rotation? Like you know what I mean? But he's balling.
It's not easy just to come around good, dependable receivers. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're gonna do our best to keep him on contract. But like you said, we 8-3 on top of the division. We got Cleveland this Sunday, which is surprising that they're 8-3.
That's what Baker Mayfield not playing that. Like, they ain't even really airing it out with him. They just running the ball with Chubb.
I mean, honestly, like with the last coaching who was his last coach? Freddie Kitchens. Somebody else, but they had a whole different offensive scheme. But with this, forget their new head coach name, but he making sure Baker get the ball out of his hands real quick. So it's not the same kind of offense, which is beneficial for him. He got Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. I mean, he got weapons, which is surprising. Like, everybody always thought Cleveland was going to do something, especially when they got Odell. Odell
I was like pump the brakes because I've never been big on Mayfield, even though he was the number one pick.
I was never big on Mayfield either.
I just felt like he ain't fast enough to do what he was doing in college. Like, you know what I mean?
And I feel like he thinks he is, though. I feel like
exactly.
He's had a lot of humbling experiences, dog. Like,
yes.
You know what I mean? He's experienced a lot of highs, lows, but now he's just on the low end. But the crazy thing is he's on the low end, but they're 8-3. Like, you'd never guess it. Man.
And they got some defense on him, too. They got some defense on. Hey, and I want to give a shout out before we move off the Titans. Shout out to the Coach Vrabel, too. Coach, he's doing his thing. He's a good coach. I like that guy.
I love Coach Vrabel. When we first, I ain't even gonna lie, when we first hired him, I'm like, bro, we hired Mike Vrabel, dog. Like all the coaches we could have got, we got Vrabel. Hey, but Slim has been a pleasant surprise.
Yeah,
bro.
he's dope.
Like, I mean, he got these boys playing locked in. They physical. They out there hitting. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you know, but we got a lot of injuries in our squad too, and it's just plug and play. Our offensive line's injured. Yeah. We got our third string offensive lineman playing left tackle. I mean, and you'd have never known.
I would have never known because y'all running game just keep going.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
I wish I could say the same about the Cowboys.
Hey, Tony, you know, if is that what we talk about now? Please let me know so I know how to.
You don't even got to talk. No, see, that's
okay,
not even
let me know
today, my brother. Like we try to
keep the spirits
high. We try to keep the spirits high. You know, it's the holiday season, bro.
I got you. It's the holiday season. We're not gonna go there. It was just Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Your boys went out there. All right.
Tell your cousin.
All right. No. It's cool.
Tell your brother. Tell your brother Todd. His team might win the division. Washington's football team might win the division.
I cannot explain to you how happy that man was on Thanksgiving, dog. You'd have thought they won the bowl on Thanksgiving, Slim. Oh my God. He said he didn't go to sleep that night, dog. I'm like, hey, come on, bro. Y'all still 4-7.
Exactly. Let him go. Let him go ahead and eat his turkey. Let Todd eat his turkey.
They gonna let him rock though. He was happy as I don't know what though.
I think they might enjoy it this year. I think Washington's team might enjoy it this year.
Honestly, bro, up until Daniel Jones got injured last week, Colt McCoy in the game, I have no faith in Colt McCoy. I thought New York was gonna take it, but
now it's like it's just they throwing it up.
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea,
they
dog.
throwing it up.
Like I have Carson Wentz in my football fantasy team, and he is stinking it up, bro. So every week I think he's gonna do something and get these boys back on track. Like I don't know. It's a combination of a lot of things with Philly, man. Like the play calling sucks. Carson is not reading the field like he used to. Like he's a totally different quarterback than what I used to see him. Defense ain't good. The receivers outshining out there running.
Honestly, truth be told, Carson Wentz really ain't throwing to nobody, bro. Like
he really is not. And the organization, like I can't really explain to you how wild their drafting has been, dog. They passed on DK Metcalf. They passed on Justin Jefferson. You took Jalen Hurts in the second. Like all these players, you could have been improving your team, and you decided to go. I have no idea what they're doing, but
they took Jalen Rager over Justin Jefferson,
and that's the thing.
Arcega Whiteside over DK Metcalf, like you said.
Arcega Whiteside has a combined career yardage of like 215 yards.
Don't do him, Mike.
And like Slim, it's ridiculous.
He played in every game.
It's crazy. DK Metcalf had almost 200 yards in one game last week. You know what I'm saying? It's wild, bro.
A lot of boys passed on DK though. He was a monster.
I don't even know who was the first receiver taken in that. I think it was N'Keal Harry. Am I tripping? N'Keal Harry from New England?
Oh my God.
Yeah. N'Keal Harry was the first receiver.
He got less yards. Hey, he got less yards than our Whiteside.
Nah, they're sorry, bro. I mean, honestly, the fact that we got AJ Brown and then DK in the second round, steals.
Crazy.
Steals.
Hey, but we gonna get to this. We gonna get to this NFL landscape, my brother. Like, so I need to know who you think's gonna win. The seasons we in the fourth quarter of the season. It's like fourth quarter. Who you think's gonna win each division? We'll start. Well, of course, we'll go ahead and start with the AFC. We'll start with your division, AFC East.
You might as well ask me
AFC
that.
South. Sorry, AFC South. Excuse me. We already know who we think.
Everybody say you might as well go to the next division.
It's like, so the Colts. Y'all don't meet again, right? That's the wrap.
We split. We split for the year. Our end of the schedule, I think our last 4 games are Cleveland, Detroit, Green Bay, and Houston. I'm thinking we at least got 3 out of 4 of those.
I think so too. Green Bay might be that only one that gives y'all that test.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And truth be told, yeah. You always got to, you know what I'm saying, put it in the back burner for Aaron Rodgers and make sure you know who you playing. But I still think we got a shot against them. I mean, it's not too many teams in the league that I'm really concerned about playing, if I'm being honest.
Oh, all together? Are you talking about?
Yeah, all together. Yeah, all together. It's really not.
Ryan talking big boy talk.
Nah, this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? This is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Come on, cuz. This is how I feel. Honestly, but I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I don't want to play Kansas City. I do not want to play Kansas City.
I was just waiting for it. I was waiting for you to let me
know.
know.
No, I don't want to play Kansas City. But at the same time, I do want to play Kansas City because they're the best. To me.
See where you at.
You know what I'm saying? They're the best. You got to see where you at. And last year, I think we were the only team to beat Kansas City for a minute up until I think they only have one loss this year. So before they had that one loss, we were the last team to beat them dating back last year.
And honestly, the Titans play a good style against the Kansas City because they
right.
You know
what I'm saying?
Out of Mahomes'
yeah,
hand.
yeah.
They just run that rock, keep the time to possession on their side, and they could keep the ball away from Mahomes. That's a good style of play against Kansas City. But
yeah, you got to have a game plan because going into the game, you got to know Patrick Mahomes is going to score.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you feel, Patrick Mahomes
is going to get his 30.
So
You're going to get his 30 piece
off the field. Best as you possibly can. But we got to run a game. But honestly, in that AFC Championship game we played last year, I really thought we had a good scheme in the first half. The second half, I think that game switched when he did that crazy quarterback run for like 35 yards at the end of the half, bounced off all my linebackers and safeties, made us look sweet out there. And then they came out second half and got at us. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to the challenge. I don't think anybody else in the AFC. I mean, Pittsburgh.
Steelers? Yeah. What about the Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
And Mike Tomlin coaching it up. You can't put it past Mike Tomlin, man.
Now, I'm gonna just tell you how I felt about the Steelers real quick. The Steelers, they're 11-0. You know what I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at. Don't get it twisted, but I think their schedule has been kind of sweet. They got bailed out against us in that game we played against them this year.
Yeah.
Refs bailed them out, and at the end of the game, we had the opportunity to tie our inconsistent kicker and missed the field goal to tie the game to go to overtime, which saved them. But I'm not going to take.
We played them pretty close too. The Cowboys.
That's what I'm. If you go down their schedule,
bro.
Go down their schedule, bro. Go down their schedule and look at how they look who they beat and look how they winning. Like at the same time, you gotta play. You gotta play your schedule. Don't get it twisted. You gotta play your schedule. But they're not really scaring me for real, though.
You know what it is, though? It's Big Ben's in that same category as a lot of these older quarterbacks going out. He can't really throw the ball the way, like, he can't air it out the way he used to. You see Tom Brady the same way.
Listen, Tom, I still got a lot of faith in Tom and Ben. The fact that they get the job done, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. But they're not the same. I will agree. They're not the same. I'm saying,
like, it's not the same type of thing.
Like,
same. You ain't got to worry about them. Let's say you give them the ball back with a minute and a half left. You ain't really tripping like you used to be. You know what I mean?
I don't know, Tom.
Really?
I might be. Yeah. I might be. More so Ben than Tom these days.
Okay.
More so Ben than Tom these days because I've seen Ben do it a couple times. But you remember how Ben used to be in the pocket. Ben used to shake all the DNs off. Yeah. Used to have to worry about Ben scrambling. Now Ben ain't going up. Ben going to sit right there in that pocket. Yep. Try to get the ball. They say he the fastest one getting rid of the ball this year.
Yep, in less than 2 seconds. Yeah, that feels going in less than 2 seconds. Yeah. Hey, but listen.
I got faith in it.
We about to go. We about to go down this line. AFC East, Ryan. AFC East. Who you got winning that? The Patriots X division, because you know the Patriots ain't winning that division this year.
So it's Patriots, Dolphins, Bills, and who else? Jets.
the only team that has not won a game this season. Sorry, Juan.
I'm gonna go. I'm definitely gonna. What's the Bills' record right now?
The Bills' record is 8-3. Miami is 7-4, dog.
Yeah, Miami 7-4. Their defense has been playing exceptional.
Yeah, they're creeping up.
I think they did a disservice to Ryan Fitzpatrick by taking him out the lineup for Tua. But you know how politics go. You see all these young quarterbacks out there balling. Herbert.
They got to get theirs out there.
Who else? Burrows is balling. So they try to throw Tua out there, but Fitzpatrick need to finish the season. If Fitzpatrick finishes the season, I get him a shot, but I still think Buffalo gonna take it.
Me too.
Buffalo gonna take that division. They tough. Buffalo tough. We Titans smacked them too, but they tough. They tough.
Titans. Hey, the Titans is crazy, man. I'm still tripping.
Tough,
wait, the Bills. So wait, the Bills got what's his name, don't they? Henry threw that full 5 yards back.
That was embarrassing.
It was Josh Norman, right?
That was Norman. And we owe Norman that too, because he was talking about trash who played for the Skins, but we owe Norman that.
Oh my God.
No quick stiffy.
I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him though, dude. Hey, so
it was awesome. That was excellent.
AFC North, we going Pittsburgh, right? We going Pittsburgh.
Of course, yeah.
They 11-0. Next closest 8-3 for Cleveland, but I don't see them winning the division. They might sneak.
That's over. That's over unless a crazy miracle happens for them. But that's over. That division's over.
Man, what happened to the Ravens? What happened? They got figured out, huh? They got tape on Lamar Jackson.
It's not the fact that they got figured out, but I just think Lamar Jackson.
You got to get better.
I think he's as good as he's going to get.
So you don't think he's going to improve throwing it outside the numbers? Because that's his issue.
I think he's as good as he's going. He won MVP last year, Tom. Like, is he going to get better than that?
But what you see is he can't throw the football to his outside receivers. He can throw to the tight end.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing.
He can throw to the tight end.
He's inconsistent in the throws outside the lines. You know what I'm saying? Outside the hashes. That's where you make your money, because everything's, at when playoff time come.
Yeah.
And teams hone in on what your strengths are, you're gonna have to show them that you can throw the ball outside. Throw them
stops and them outs without throwing picks.
And I don't think he got it. Oh,
that hurts too. That hurts because Lamar.
You want to see, your black brothers do good in the league, black quarterback.
Yeah, man.
But nah, he don't
got it. Looked like he hit that wall, and like you said, I don't know if his skill set. Even coming out of college, they said he had limitations, but we just thought his running game was going to get him over the. He got
limitations, man. And at the same time, I thought he was a better passer than people gave him credit for at Louisville.
But you can see it. You can see it plain as day in these playoffs. Yeah. You can see it.
At Louisville, they kept saying all he was is running quarterback, but he was slinging it in Louisville. But the league is different, bro. The National Football League is a whole nother ball game, dog.
All right. So we're going to get – before we get about this AFC, because we already know it's Kansas City, right? Kansas City and the AFC West.
Right.
Vegas is a pleasant surprise. They might make the playoffs. I like Gruden, so – I want them to make the playoffs with a wild card, but we'll see.
Right, John. I would like to see the fans in that brand new stadium.
Exactly. I'm rooting for Vegas.
It's crucial. I think they got the best stadium in the league, but as far as they laid an egg on Sunday, man. They got blown out on Sunday. They got blown out.
I think hold up. I think they played. Who did they just play? They got ugly. I saw that. It was a big letdown.
A team they were supposed to beat, too. Atlanta. I think it was Atlanta.
And Atlanta's been having a terrible season.
Oh, man. They got at them niggas, too, bro. But I have no faith they're going to make the playoffs, though. I have no faith. I like John. I like Derek Carr. I was a big Derek Carr fan coming out of Fresno State. I don't think they're going to do it.
They don't got enough
coming up. They don't. I think one of their top two, Josh Jacobs, not playing Sunday, somebody else that
he's their best player. He's like their best player. Josh Jacobs.
He is their best player. Yeah, to me, him and Darren Waller, I think they're their best players.
Yeah.
But it's somebody else on that team. Abrams, the safety. He's not playing.
He's out too.
Yeah. So I don't
see that's one of their best defensive players. Yeah.
That is their best defensive player.
And they need this game too. They need this. Damn.
Gotta have it. What's the next one?
Next one. Well, we already went over the NFC East. Washington football team. To me, that's what I think gonna get up out of there. But I would have told you the Giants, but Daniel Jones.
Oh, no, I agree. I'm right there with you. I think the Scares gonna get it. I think Alex Smith is playing better. I think Antonio Gibson is a baller. That's what I think.
Hey, don't talk about that fool who ran a 35-yard touchdown on my boys, man.
Oh man, he got out. I mean, listen, his style of play reminds me a little bit of Josh Jacobs. If you watch their styles, their styles are a little similar. They run a little harder. They're kind of small, but bigger backs, shifty within the tackles. And Antonio Gibson runs good in between the tackles, dog.
Bro, I can sit here and tell you right now. that the Cowboys still got a chance to make the playoffs.
Ain't that crazy, dog? Ain't that nuts? Ain't that ridiculous?
Absolutely nuts.
That is crazy. There's going to be a team over 500 that does not make the playoffs, and somebody from the NFC East is going and going to have a home playoff game.
They're going to host somebody, dude.
That's nasty. That is simply nasty. That's disgusting, bro.
Next year, the NFC East got a lot of making up to do. Okay, NFC North. Who you got? We got the Vikings. We got Green Bay. We got the Bears. We got the Lions.
Green Bay all day.
That's
easy.
Yeah,
that's all day.
I agree with that. I don't think we got no wild card burst out of there. Sorry, Matt. My Bears fan.
Matt Nagy messed up when he decided to take Mitch Trubisky over Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. That's why you know what I'm saying? That hurts. What I'm saying? That hurts. And I don't think people really realize I think people realize, but I'm high on Deshaun Watson. And he's in my division. I hate him to death, but I give credit when credit is due. Yeah. Deshaun Watson is ridiculous, dog.
So let me know, because I be feeling like he overhyped sometimes, bro. Let me know.
Deshaun, listen.
Is it just he don't got nothing to work with this season? Because I guess they took D-Hop away from him. And
ain't no guess. They took him for a running back who ain't done nothing.
Ain't even been healthy
3 years.
And they knew
David Johnson, and they come on, dog. There's no way you take your quarterback's best receiving option for a running back who hasn't been proven in 2-3 years. That's terrible. That's why they fired Bill O'Brien anyway. I was a little sad when they fired him because I like how he was messing up their franchise. You know what I mean? Me being in the division, I love
He was like, O'Brien. Keep this going.
Let him rock out. Give him another position in front of office.
Let him rock out.
Let him go. Let him do what he think is best. You know what I mean? But, you say you think he's overrated, but I think a lot of people take that stance on Deshaun Watson. But pull up his numbers. I challenge you to pull up his numbers. It was some kind of record that something about his quarterback rating being the highest it's ever been for a team with the worst record as it is. I think his quarterback rating is like 106, something like that. His touchdown ratio is like that.
Oh yeah, he looks. I'm not even mad. Like on paper, he pops. He pops on the field. He pops, but it doesn't always result to wins. Like even with D-Hop, they wasn't really winning like that. You know what I mean?
It wasn't, but
that's where I'll be looking at him like, is it really like, is he balling or do he just be?
He's balling.
He's balling
because you had to pay attention. Who was he out there throwing to?
D-Hop. I mean, he had Fuller. He don't really.
He has Fuller. Fuller is a decent receiver. He's more speed. He's more speed than anything else. He got Brandon Cooks, who gets traded every team he goes to. Every team he goes to, he doesn't stay with the team for a year. He's in every trade rumor every year.
They got my boy Randall Cobb.
Come on, bro. I'm not even gonna mention Randall Cobb. Man. Why would you do that? They just got rid of Kenny Stills.
Yeah, he wanted
out.
Who
was he?
You're right.
The tight end drops everything. 88 fails. He drops everything. Damn. Drops it all. And I'm not mad at him. Keep dropping it. I ain't upset with you. Do what you do.
Because I thought Houston was gonna make some type of noise this year, like over the Colts.
Houston.
But then the Hopkins trade happened and it was the wrap.
Yeah, but you see what D-Hop doing, still up there in the receiving numbers. But what whatever.
Okay.
That's Bill O'Brien's mess. Let him rock.
NFC South. We both got New Orleans, or you think Tampa's going? I think Tampa's still making the playoffs, honestly.
Maybe, but Tampa's not winning that division. They
ain't winning that division. No.
They got swept and they got beat bad.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's what they got Taysom Hill out there putting on them.
I mean, Tom was, probably my favorite quarterback of all time, if I had to be honest with you. But I'm going to be, a realist and tell you how he's been playing. He's been playing like trash. You know what I'm saying? When the team needs him to play and make the throws, I have no idea where he's been the last few weeks. I have no idea.
Arians, as a coach, coaches sometimes try to protect their quarterback.
Oh, no.
Arians is like, no, bro, the play. Hey, look.
Now, Tom, that out route, yeah, he missed that. He's terrible on that throw. You know what I'm saying? He going to let you know in the media, oh, yeah, that seam? Yeah, he not reading the field. I don't know. Yeah.
I was like, dang, Arians? Like, you ain't
But the thing is, I see analysts like Skip Bayless and some other people that don't like, Bruce Arians talk about the quarterback in the way that he does. But before Tom Brady signed that contract with Tampa Bay, he knew who the head coach was. You know what I'm saying? He knew.
That's what I'm saying. And Tom actually said that too. He's like, this is different. You know what I mean? But I'm cool with this. This is a different challenge. But
I think he needs that. He needs that at his age. Bro, do you know how jaw-dropping it was to find out? I didn't even realize that Tom Brady's 43 years old, dog.
43. Bro.
43.
Out there still starting in the league.
Yeah.
Getting stacked by players, bro. Like, that's crazy to think about. Like,
and he's still got the arm strength. He's still got the mental capacity to play. So it's not like, he's still better than half the quarterbacks in the league. So he still got time, but they're playing like trash. So New Orleans got that hands down, not even close. It might make the playoffs, maybe. I don't know.
Now, the NFC West is a very interesting division, bro, because they got it's actually fire over there. Like,
Liddy. It's Liddy over there.
Seattle is nice. The Rams are nice. Cardinals, pretty. Kyler Murray's a problem.
Do me a favor and run down the records. Can you run down the records for me?
Seattle's 8-3.
Right.
They're the top of the division, 8-3.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go to Rams 7-4. Arizona 6-5. And then
do you happen to have the remaining games? You happen to have the remaining games in there?
Dang, no, I don't got the remaining games.
Don't trip. I'm still gonna take Seattle.
For me, it's Seattle too, but Both of the wild cards might come out of that division, bro. Like it might be Rams and the Cardinals out of there.
Do you happen to have the playoff picture in front of you? Because I don't know what the playoff picture looks like right now for the NFC as far as who that last 7th team is, but it's very possible that all 3 could make it because the NFC isn't as strong in other divisions.
The only other wild card team in the NFC is, like you said, we were talking about Tampa, honestly, right? Like
I think maybe 1. I'm not gonna say 2. I'm not gonna say 3 teams out of the division is gonna make it. So.
Oh yeah, for sure, because no one from the NFC East.
Yeah, no.
The Vikings and Chicago ain't gonna make it.
But yo, who did the Vikings lose to last week?
Did they lose last week? They lost last week.
Or was it the week before? It was somebody they was supposed to beat and they lost.
They lost to us, the Cowboys, 2 weeks ago.
That's who it was. Yo, Todd was hot that day he lost.
He's like, are you kidding me?
He was like, what, bro? What? That was the easiest game y'all could have played. No, bro, he was hot, Slim. But nah, I give y'all credit that game. Y'all did that thing right there. But
yeah,
I think y'all need to give Tony Pollard some more carries, but we'll talk about that on another subject.
Yeah, that's another episode for another day. I ain't gonna let you sit here and hate on Zeke. Like
it's cool, but Tony Pollard needs some more carries.
Tony Pollard need more carries. You ain't lying. Yeah. Hey, y'all, we halfway through the show. That was lengthy because me and my boy had to unpack a lot about this NFL.
Oh yeah, my bad, y'all.
No, that's how it go though. On the Faithful Fan Show, that's how it go. But on the next half of the show, we're gonna talk about Lakers playing the Mavericks for Christmas. On the Faithful Fan Show, we'll be right back.
Already knows. Ty Lue already knows, dog.
Wait, say it again, yo.
The knees is done, bro.
Kawhi's knees are done.
The knees is over with, dog. Keep it 1,000 with you, Slim. The knees is done. He picks and chooses when he wants to play. And Ty Lue has been on the same coaching staff. All he gonna do is go down. Tone. The knees is over.
He's gonna be like, yo, I need a couple games.
The knees. Hey, nah. Who we got this week? Oh, we got Pistons. I can play this week. Pistons, Cavs. Yeah, all right, bet. Charlotte, bet. I can play this week. Yeah, I'm good. It's over, dog. It's over. How old is Kawhi? I'm about to look this up. How old is Kawhi?
Welcome back to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook. Y'all already know I'm kicking it with Rai, my cousin.
Yes,
family
sir.
on the show, the Faithful Fan Show. Like, what is your take on Lakers playing Mavericks Christmas Day?
That's gonna be a good game. I mean,
great
you look at the matchups. You look at how we played the Lakers the last 2 times we played them. It's been good games. Star power, of course. Bron, Luka. Of course, they're already trying to don Luka the next coming. You know, I heard Magic Johnson trying to.
You know what? After this last playoff run he went through, he put the team on his shoulders. Porzingis, like we was talking about, Porzingis left your boy out in the cold midway through the Clipper series.
I mean, it's really hard for me to explain Porzingis' injury with the knee and why he didn't play. Apparently, they said he could have played. They said he wanted to play, but they're trying to be safe.
We didn't even really see him get like hurt real, but just 1 minute.
No, because he played all of game 1 until they ejected him on a bogus call. They ejected him on that, and he finished game 2. Game 2 is in which we won.
Yeah.
Right, won game 2. And then all of a sudden, you get a report saying he's not playing game 3. But he's not playing game 3. He's going to come back game 4.
Yeah, right.
No game 4, no game 5, no game. You know what I'm saying? And here we are. We out here playing small ball with what we got, trying to make it work. But I really, in my heart of hearts, really believe we would have won that series if Porzingis played.
I think so too. And we could get back to the call too that took him out of the game. That was ridiculous, bro.
Can we even? I mean, the fact that every analyst said the same thing, but then you got certain people that were saying like, oh, you know, that's the rules. You can't throw the fist. But I've seen players get away with doing the exact same thing, and this is the playoffs, bro. This is our second best player.
Crazy.
In which, like, you threw Porzingis out for that, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. Patrick Beverley be doing way crazier stuff.
But look. Listen to this. Which is something that anybody can rewind the tape and look back at. Porzingis blocked the shot. I think it was Paul George going for a clean block, called a foul, right? Playoffs, everybody's emotion, everybody's hype. So you got that adrenaline in you. So he threw a fist pump and not even in the direction of the referee. And they gave him a tech, right? Gave him a check for that. Fine, whatever. And then Marcus Morris, which I'm so glad we could talk about the new additions that we got on the Dallas Mavericks team because we just signed James Johnson. And anytime Marcus Morris, when they get spicy and think he about to jump out there with Luka again, James Johnson coming up with the tie bow. You know what I'm saying? Quick elbow to the jaw right quick. When Marcus Morris tried to, do whatever he was doing with Luka, all Porzingis did was walk over there, give him a little, chill out. You're doing too much. This my man right here. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Threw him out the games, man.
Crazy.
Threw him out. This
sticking up for his teammate. For sticking up for his teammate.
This the playoffs. He didn't throw no punches. He didn't do nothing like that. But it's cool. That's how.
That game, but you know what? Sometimes the refs they start sweating because that game was getting kind of testy and players was starting to go off. You know what I mean?
It's the playoffs, bro.
You cannot eject Porzingis for that.
It's the playoffs. The NBA got to do something. The NBA got to look at that, man. Seriously. Like, all the stuff that they tee in. I understand you got to get control of the game, but I don't think the game was out of control at that point. The fact that you feel like you got to throw Porzingis out the game.
That's what I'm saying. Crazy.
Come on, bro. The playoffs is about star power at that point. You can't throw the stars out. Stop it. For that? Come on, Tom.
Wait, so the Mavericks, free agency. You said James.
We did. Oh my goodness.
Y'all did your thing.
This is one of the best free agencies we've had because if you paid attention to how that we was one of the, I think it was a record NBA history, the most efficient team in NBA history for a season was the Dallas Mavericks, right? But on the other side of the ball is where we struggled. We didn't have one thing. I even asked my brother. One thing I'd always say we needed was somebody who could defend and score. We needed wing defenders who can score and defend, right? I'm not saying you got to be no star player or nothing like that, but you got to be able to defend and put the ball in the hole. I think with picking up Josh Richardson, and we did excellent in the draft. Traded Josh Richardson for Seth Curry. I'm gonna miss Seth Curry shooting, but Josh Richardson is a good shooter.
I think he's a better all-around.
Better basketball player,
and
right?
You can use him on the switches. Like Seth Curry, they low-key would switch to whenever he was on the floor.
Yes.
They would switch him. They'd be like,
because he's a smaller guard and he's not that great defensively, right?
Yeah.
So we traded him for Seth Curry, which is good for the Sixers because, of course, Doc Rivers, that's his son-in-law, all that good jazz.
Yeah.
Josh Richardson, we drafted Josh Green from Arizona. If you know your homework on Josh Green, he's an excellent open shooter, can get his own shot, and can defend. We drafted a boy from Stanford, Tyrell Terry. He can fill it up, score, good defender as well. Got James Johnson from the Timberwolves. Yep. Like I was telling you earlier, black belt, shooter, defender.
He said black belt.
You know what I'm saying? They had to let Marcus Morris know real quick. Next time you jump out there, we got somebody for you.
That's what y'all got.
Who else did we pick up that I feel like was good?
It was a good re-sign for y'all, Trey Burke.
Trey Burke, and we re-signed Kylie Stein.
Yes.
Willie Kylie Stein.
Oh, Kylie Stein, yep.
Willie Kylie Stein. So you seen how Trey Burke was getting busy in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's why that was a good re-sign. Because he was getting more busy than Steph was.
I feel good. I feel real good.
It's all right. It's all right, though.
I feel good. Well, I can't feel good. So I feel good.
Y'all on the West, though, right? We on the West, right?
Come on,
so, okay, let me ask you, because do you think does this put y'all in the pecking order on the West?
I'll take top 5.
Top 5? Okay.
Top 5 on the West.
I'll give y'all that because if I was really gonna be, objective about it, I would put Lakers 1. You already know that.
The Lakers is who you got to measure up with.
Lakers, especially after our free agent, we got better. We got better, bro, for sure.
Got better.
Clippers.
I don't like to see Dwight back, but y'all got better.
And I still don't know if y'all did enough to elevate y'all over the Clippers, though. This is where we differ.
We're better. Let me chill.
This is where we might differ, bro. Because
Clippers
lost a little bit. Clippers lost a little bit, but they
lost more than a little bit. They lost more. And I heard Lou Will on the trade block.
Because he don't want to. I heard Montrez and Lou Will wasn't really messing with Paul George.
It wasn't just them, bro.
That's what I heard.
It was a lot of players. Man, it's so much drama going on with the Clippers. They said it was a lot of players who didn't like how they practice schedule. They said Paul George and Kawhi Leonard control when they practice, and sometimes when the team practice. They say he could control when he wanted to play. Both of them, when they wanted to play, they would look down their schedule and figure out if they feel like playing. They was like, you know.
And I heard the people that was there before all that, like you said, Montrez, Pat Beverly, Lou Will.
Yeah.
They was like,
Nah,
dog.
because before they got there, if you remember, when Golden State won all them games with KD, when the playoffs, they took them 6 games with role players. That's when they still had what's the name with the OKC?
Shea
Gilgeous-Alexander,
Gallinari.
They took them.
They would have done just about the same
because they dogs. There was a bunch of dogs who competed every night, who were going for every loose ball. They just had a different mentality. But when Kawhi, Paul George came over there, they felt like they kind of, switched how they, were mentally and physically. So they didn't like how they changed their whole team chemistry like that. But when you got players taking off games and deciding when they're going to practice, when they're going to play, it rubs the teammates the wrong way because they out there giving all they got. They giving every night. So, and honestly, I can't say I knock them because I can't either. And
that's probably why Doc Rivers is out, because he probably should have nipped all that in the ass right when it was happening. Like, oh, this is gonna mess up the team chemistry for sure.
And they was looking at Doc like, come on, Doc, like
come on, bro, we know you. Like,
like you supposed to be out there making these niggas play, bro. Come on, bro.
But I don't. With all that said, though, I like Mavericks edition, but I don't know, like I said, if that puts them above. Because my rankings are still Lakers, Clippers, Mavericks third. I put them above Denver. Denver got worse to me.
Of course, they lost Jeremy Grant. And shout out Jeremy Grant, PG County. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Hey. And I see what they're doing because they got Michael Porter Jr. They got Will Barton, who didn't play at all in the playoffs.
Right.
So I think they're looking at Jeremy Grant like, you ain't gonna get a bigger offensive role. That's what he wants.
And they got Bol.
They got Bol coming up. But Jeremy Grant was a big piece for them, and they lost Plumlee. They lost Plumlee too.
And who he went to? Somebody sorry, Detroit.
He went to Detroit.
Man. Detroit trying to sign anybody. They just signed LiAngelo Ball. They try to get J. Cole to come. You know what I'm saying? They don't care, bro.
Got in.
They're trying to get. They about to offer Jay-Z a contract next, bro. They're trying to get somebody to come out there. They're like, please, bro, we need some ticket sales. But even though I do think LiAngelo Ball is a good shooter, but other than that, I don't know what else he's good for. But
I don't know, because he's like a 4-man that's in a 2-man's body.
But what I'm looking forward to, Tone, seeing Luka year 3, the steps he takes. I think that playoff experience he got was excellent.
For the whole team. I brought a lot of the same players back, so that's good. That's another good thing about the Mavericks. They brought a lot of the same players back. You know what I mean? And they lost Seth Curry, but they got, honestly, dogs in return. Like you said, Josh Richardson is no joke.
I love Josh Richardson. I love that pickup. Love that.
Yes, but thank you, Ryan. I appreciate going back and forth with you about this Lakers, Mavericks, and everything. But before we get out of here, who wins on Christmas Day? Let a brother let the fans know.
Mavs.
He said it with a straight face.
Mavs. That's in LA too. Oh yeah, we about to turn up. It's in LA. Yeah, we gotta go out there and perform.
You know how mad I would be if Luka hit a game winner on LeBron.
Hey, I'm trying to listen to me, bro. Listen to me. Luka Doncic is going to put on a performance this year. I think he's going to win MVP. That's between me and you.
MVP.
I think he's going to MVP. But you know what I'm saying? We can replay the tape.
Yeah, we're going to keep this. Let me save real quick.
There you go. There you go. You know what I'm saying? And throw me back on the ground when you see my boy.
Hey, fans, please at my cousin, Rye Reed. Please at him.
Yes,
He's talking that craziness. He's talking that craziness, nah?
Do your thing. Come holler at me.
Thank you, Cuzzo. I appreciate you jumping in here with me. I appreciate you, man.
Oh, no problem, bro. Love you, boy.
Hey, y'all, next time on the Faithful Fan Show, subscribe. Dun, 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 dun.
Rookie in the paint, going hard with the Mavericks. Shot so much, man, I think I need a lay. I need a lay in the paint, going hard with the Mavericks. I need a lay so much, man, I think I need a lay. Animal, MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm obvious if real, my rhymes convicting hell. A world blind, my lies a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff time, you know fully when I drop. Call for it, Kellingo in the Blizo spit. Auto like free throws by Ito. Jerk the loose stroke magic. Rhymes over all y'all like Dirk for 2. Rookie in the game, insane.